This is a note out from Jefferies on Meta. Now, this comes ahead of the tech giant's earnings report next week. Analysts there setting high expectations for the company, forecasting a revenue beat in Q3 and also a rise in guidance. Now, Jefferies' optimism is driven by expected growth in advertising, with analysts saying, quote, Meta will continue to innovate on the advertising front, driving higher monetization across its various platforms. So when you take into account why they are a bit optimistic, what exactly this earnings print could look like here for Meta, we have seen a lot of momentum in the stock since the start of the year. Certainly, by far, one of the winners here within the S&P. But you take into account what we could see, Jefferies seeing revenue growth at below 20% on a year-over-year basis. 4Q guidance, not really too much acceleration in growth going forward, but they do see a lot to be optimistic about. They do see 2024 capex guidance of over $35 billion here for the company.
No Threads mention in this note. I mean, I get Threads notifications all the time. I imagine some of our viewers might as well here. And I still can't figure out a way to just consistently go back in there, and perhaps that is why it didn't get a mention here, because the engagement is not nearly as deep as we've seen, of course, across Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp. That got a call out within this note here as well, saying that deep engagement in Instagram, Messenger, and WhatsApp suggests robust growth going forward as its monetization ramps here. And particularly in the usage and upside scenario there, they're also looking at some of the new features here. Reels particularly making the service stickier, driving new ad units and additional ad budgets here. So that coming back to the advertising point that you were mentioning as well.
Yeah, their base case, 26% upside here from the current levels. They have a price target of just about $400 a share. They talk about deep engagement on Instagram, on Messenger, on WhatsApp. Also, Reels becoming a revenue driver in the fiscal year 2024 after being a bit of a headwind here in fiscal year 2023. So again, the guidance here from the company in terms of what they expect to see, strong revenue growth for the current quarter, and also guidance for the fourth quarter to reflect some of the gains that we saw in the most recent quarter. So we'll see whether or not Meta's going to live up to these expectations.
Especially in the holiday season where more teens are expected to do more of their shopping, not at the malls, but at their fingertips on their phone.
Yeah,
the mobile mall.
A lot of ideas from influencers these days.
Too many.
Instagram. I know, it's too many. I agree with you. Sometimes I'm making purchases I don't even need.
How much money do these influencers think I have?
Exactly, I know. It's hard to keep up.